All right, I forgot where I left off at in my last video. Hold on. Yeah, hold on, let me see if I can see my damn. Okay, good. I can hear my last video. Hold on real quick. I'll be right back. Shit. Yeah, I'll be right back. Hold on. Hold on, let me see what I look like. But yeah, that could be the reason why things wasn't balanced out for a long time was because somebody was like a devil behind the scenes. Yeah. Oh, and I said bye bye. So it could have been like a wolf. It could have been like a wolf in sheep's clothing behind the scenes, being sneaky and deceptive. Okay. Yes, that makes total sense. Like, period. It was a wolf in sheep's clothing behind the scenes, making it harder for another person just so they can have it at ease. Okay, so I was right here. It was something about a Sagittarius and an Aries was being real deceptive. Somebody was having new beginnings or taking new adventures with a person, and that was confusing you about. That could have been confusing you about who you was dating, or confusing you about the love of your life, and then they could have been blocking your other person off from you. Like, this could have just been some twisted stuff that group had going on because you couldn't see what they had going on. You get what I'm saying? Oh, okay. So that's what it. Okay. All right. So that's what. Yeah, that's what this group is. Yeah, it's this lady. She gets her family to do weird. Like, it's so weird. Like, but anywho, but yeah, like I said, so it's something about an Aries and then this Earth Angel here. So it's that it could be an Aries man and maybe like a Cancer or somebody like that. They could be being deceptive and sneaky. They could have been doing a lot of things behind the scenes because and they was at ease because somebody wants to be at ease about something. Yeah, it's like somebody is doing something like somebody wants to come bring a. I'm talking about what is somebody's other like money finances like somebody just really wants to close financial doors. Maybe that Earth Angel Goddess Oracle could know that Aries person. Because me personally, I wouldn't see why me personally, I wouldn't see why people be blocking and closing doors for other people anyway. Like me personally, me personally, if I just don't like a person or whatever the case is, I'm not gonna be going on all day long just, being weird and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't gotta tell my cousins or family members that a person is doing something to me when I know what's been going on for these past couple of years. And that's the part that I paid attention to, even when it come down to my child. I noticed when my child was when we first moved to Oklahoma, they was doing witchcraft on my child. Cause she kept passing out and stuff, but she hasn't been passing out like I wanna say this past year or 2 years, she haven't passed out. Not one time. Since we moved out the projects, okay, well she probably passed out one time here. And then we went to the hospital, and then it's been like 3 years. It's been 3 years since that happened, but it's just so weird because it's like all these people so-called know all these things about me, but it's like don't comment on it. You get what I'm saying? It's like don't comment on the trickery, the foolery. You get what I'm saying? Like that's one thing I'm not gonna do is like walk away from what I've been building just so somebody else in their family can succeed and be successful. Like what part is that like how is that benefiting you? Get what I'm saying? Like how is that benefiting me or giving me any type of justice? You get what I'm saying? How is that benefiting me? Because guess what? It ain't benefiting me. It's benefiting those group of people. It's benefiting those families so they can celebrate because guess what? They all have the same perspective. They all have the same perspective, and they manipulate people's perspectives. They pay people off to get things done for them. I'm talking about and look, could be up there lying, being deceptive is I don't know what. And still thinking that nobody sees the deception. And then, like I said, too, when it comes down to this courageous heart, you could already know somebody was already pillow talking or getting information from a false lover, or maybe this was a divine counterpart or something like that. Yeah, but we got the Three of Swords here. So, yes, it could be definitely a heartbreaking situation. Because maybe you could have closed out a cycle with somebody. You could have closed out a cycle with somebody and then they went pillow talking your business. Yeah, it's like they went traveling to somebody's house. You know what I'm saying? They went traveling to somebody's house, or they went just searching online, and paying for certain services. And I kind of feel like somebody could have thought somebody had a different perspective. Yeah, somebody could have thought somebody had a different perspective, but they have the same perspective as, the others. And maybe somebody's realizing that somebody got tricked into a situation that wasn't really beneficial. It was kind of like a business. It was kind of like a plan. Like, oh, I have a solid idea. You know what I'm saying? I have a solid idea that we can, trick on or play on or manipulate on. Yeah, because somebody could have been playing somebody could have been acting like your soulmate. Somebody literally could have been saying that somebody was your soulmate that wasn't. Yeah, that's the energy where I'm getting. Somebody could have did something to a kid at. Because it's like a sad situation. Like somebody did something to a kid or a child. because they wanted to be at ease about, oh, that they couldn't spiritually attack you anymore or trick you or whatever the case is, whatever they got away with in the past. Yeah, it's like these group of people, let me tell you something. When you stand out or when you differ from, when you have the different perspective from a group of people, of course they'll be like, oh, that's not the emperor, that's a karmic, but yet the whole time blocking your finances. You get what I'm saying? Blocking your finances, blocking your resources, blocking every avenue. You tried to trap me yesterday. I don't even know you. I don't trap people, honey. I don't trap people. I show you my face every single day, so you know exactly, you know what I'm saying? So you know exactly who it is and where, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no reason to trap nobody because I don't want to. Yeah, I'm not even interested in nobody in the state of Oklahoma anyway, so I could have never trapped you in the first place. I could have never trapped you because I'm not interested in nobody. I'm also seeing, okay, so this is a situation too where it's somebody who does trickery. Like I said, it could be like a Sagittarius or Aries type of energy. Somebody feels like they know what to do and what to say to play on your emotions. Yeah, somebody could feel like they know what to do or know what to say to like trick you into like an emotional, how can I say? I don't know, like an emotional sabotage or something. Because somebody's like, I know I can. Because it's like somebody just want to take a new beginning from you. Somebody just want to take opportunities. That's all they want to do. Yeah, because it's kind of like, oh, if you're not being a part of somebody else's family dynamic or what else somebody else feel like they got going on, they say if you don't want to be a part of what they got going on, then it's like they want to cause turmoil in your life. They want to play on your emotions. They want to play on your finances. They want to play in your mailbox. They want to start conflict with you, competition. Because it's like, yeah, it's like because somebody doesn't want to work hard in a group. In a group or some type of family dynamic, somebody doesn't have anything that they really been building on that's been solid. Yeah, it's like somebody hasn't made any solid like work moves or creations or anything like that. And it's kind of like somebody know that you did. That's why somebody wants you to be in a relationship with one of their family members, or you get what I'm saying? Because somebody knows that what you've been building on is solid and you can go far with the things that you've been building on. That's why somebody's being sneaky about every new beginning or every avenue or every type of door you can make $1 at. You got somebody standing right there wherever you go. It's like wherever you go, and if it's a chance or opportunity that you can make $1, it's like somebody wants to try to block that. Because it's kind of like somebody else. Yeah, it's kind of given that somebody else was in charge of some type of finances or something. Or somebody switched the name, or somebody did, yeah. Somebody switched the name. Somebody did some type of trickery in regards to some type of money. And it was a group effort that did that. And that's what you wasn't seeing clearly at first. Because, yeah, it's a King of Swords involved. Remember, I was saying something about a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius earlier. He had a baby with somebody. But yeah, it's like everybody was trying to manipulate, everybody was trying to manipulate who somebody was because they didn't want somebody to get some type of money that was rightfully earned. Yeah, that's why somebody could be wanting to trick you into, like I said, a commitment. Yeah, but it's kind of like when it comes down to a commitment, a contract, or anything, that's confirmation. Period, my love. Period. Oh, let me ring my bell. I'm glad you got the confirmation. Okay, so it's kind of like the next time before you make a contract, that's how the game go. No cap. Period. Yes. That's why I'm telling y'all, man. Listen, the ones that really been down with me, especially on my other channel, because some are here on this one and some aren't. Some are new, but I had 12,000 subscribers on my last channel. So with that being said, y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe so I can always get up on here and give y'all good advice messages. And like I said, I always pray too. I always pray. So with that being said, no matter what the situation is that's on the table or whatever, we always praying for, the intruders to get out of the energy. And we praying for the energy to always stay clean and pure so we can always have a good heart and a good mind and a good approach to anything. I was just thinking that every time you go in a door, is always somebody by the door waiting on you to make $1. I can remember. Yeah. And that's another thing too. I was saying, like, when it come down to that's another thing too. I was saying, when it come down to like walking in people's homes and shit like that, it's kind of like always say a prayer. You get what I'm saying? Like always say a prayer, and I'm gonna have me a binder or something like that by my front door. So anytime somebody walk in my house, it's just like, say that prayer so you can be protected and guided, protected while you're here. But anyway, but anywho, so when it comes down to a situation, stay fighting them spiritual demons. Hell yeah, and I'm gonna always do that. And like I said, the people that follow me and support me, we gonna always stay prayed up no matter what. But anywho, it's kind of like, okay, so somebody wanted you to date a specific person. And the only reason why, because that person was in a specific group. And that group was judging you wickedly or wrongly or incorrectly. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like they hold on to the small shit. Like anything valuable, it's kind of like anything valuable that you say, they will try to discredit that from you or try to get you not to remember the most valuable thing you could have said. And then they try to make you believe that, they try to make you believe that your energy is small. So therefore you can date somebody that either that can control you or it's kind of like I said, a control thing. Because you had a Queen of Swords energy that was trying to attach her energy to you. But it's kind of like, wow, it's kind of like somebody was judging you falsely. And I also think somebody else knows as well, the Queen of Swords energy, somebody was judging you incorrectly. Because you was even giving, it's kind of like, we giving the ops clarity around this motherfucker, or the people that say they don't like us. Or you get what I'm saying? It's like we give them clarity. But anyway, yes, somebody did try to manipulate a family dynamic, a legacy insurance policy. It could have been something in regards to a Taurus, a Scorpio, a Sagittarius, a Aries. Yeah, because somebody could have been at ease for a while. You get what I'm saying? Somebody could have been at ease because... Yeah, somebody could have been at ease for a while because somebody could have even got married to gain... somebody could have got married to gain finances or riches. Somebody could have even been manipulative about who they even married for riches or for financial gain. And that's probably another reason why maybe you could have a specific person, whether it's male or female, that cannot leave you alone. And it's kind of like they can't leave you alone because maybe somebody could have either married you or did a manipulative marriage, or somebody could have even tried to like spiritually marry you or something. And that's another reason why somebody was at ease. Yeah, somebody was at ease because they thought that you was spiritually married to a certain person and that person had you under control. And like I said, it's kind of like, oh, hold on. It's kind of like the title says we was just having fun. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I could say this. It's kind of like it was somebody that was a part of the group, right? Somebody was in the group. Maybe you could have met somebody, and maybe you could have met somebody, and you just could have had fun with a person, and that could have been it. Maybe that person, maybe a specific person is thinking that you are thinking about them or whatever 24/7, and hell, it could be your ex that you talking about. You get what I'm saying? It could be your ex, or it could be a baby daddy, or it could be, you get what I'm saying? It could be somebody else that you're thinking about daily or talking about, and then it could be a specific person that just think that you're talking about them every single day. Because it's kind of like, when people say certain things, I don't think people talk about me every single day. You get what I'm saying? I mean, even if they are, I don't give a damn. But it's like with that Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, it's like, you know, when it come down to, it's kind of like you got somebody that's a part of their demonic group that understands, like, okay, I can understand like doing certain things to a certain person or whatever, but as far as like keeping somebody's money hidden and blocked and stopped or whatever, that's weird because when all that comes back on the person that was doing it, it's just like, how would they feel? Would they have to survive? Like, yeah, look, it's kind of like, how would they feel when nobody's giving to them? They would feel bad. Like, this is worse than being in the upright. You get what I'm saying? So this is kind of giving like, a deep, deep depression and sadness. You get what I'm saying? And it's kind of like somebody in that group understood that. So you got somebody in that group that always stood against, them trying to take, them trying to take and not give to you. Because if nobody gives to you, then how can you know what I'm saying? If nobody's putting in, how can you put out? All right, so we got a courageous heart. So it takes courage to follow your heart. And that could be another thing too when it come down to this group. Just say maybe somebody that was a part of this group or whatever, maybe they felt like, oh, it was easier dealing with these people in this group because, maybe you had security or stability